Hey guys, Jesse asked me to make this video and let you guys know how I got to pink so quickly. I made some notes, but the first thing I did when I signed up was I did not start selling. I did training. I did training for an entire week while I waited for my kit to come in. And I feel like that might have given me a little bit of a benefit because I knew what I was doing a little more maybe than if I would have just jumped in and then straight away did my launch party. So I think that that helped a lot. The other thing that I did actually in that time when I was doing the training, I made these flyers and I would just hand them out everywhere I went. I handed them out at Halloween as well. And I mean, my son goes to vision therapy, and so I would go to all the office buildings in that area and I would just hand out flyers and business cards. And I would talk to them about the products, mainly like the mascara and things like that. But I sold over $500 just doing that alone. And so also I offered one of the businesses, I offered the guy to Christmas shop for his wife, and that I would wrap it and I would bring it back to him as soon as it came in the mail. And so, I mean, I'm still waiting for that one to come, but I mean, I'll wrap it and like deliver it to him, and I'm sure I'll have like his business next year as well, because that's so easy for men. The other thing that I did was on November 1st, that's when I started my launch party. And when I started my launch party, I went on and I messaged every single one of my friends. I mean, there was like 120 people, which isn't a lot. You guys probably have more friends than I did. I didn't have a lot of friends on Facebook. But I messaged each one of them and I let them know what I was doing, and I let them know that I needed their support. And then I got my first party doing that because my friend was like, dude, I'll help you. I'll like host a party. So in her party is closing today and I've sold over $700. And I didn't sell that because my posts in the party were amazing, because I really suck at posting in parties. It's all over the place. I think I sold that because I became friends with her friends. Not by just friending them on Facebook. I chatted with them, and when they would comment, I would comment back, and I was being funny and entertaining, and I mean, they were the same way. I mean, I got the vibe of how like they responded by like watching what they were posting. And so, I mean, I responded in the same way. Like I would message back with them, like the one lady makes cakes. And so, I mean, my mom used to make cakes. So then we had a conversation about cakes, and it had nothing to do with makeup. And one day she bought $190. And then like 2 days later, she bought $220 from me after we had finished chatting again. And I mean, I never talked about makeup with her hardly. I mean, I would answer her questions, but it wasn't like I would sit in these posts and just constantly talk about makeup and about my products. It was, I became their friend. I cared about what they were doing, what their business was like. And I mean, the one girl, she sent me a Facebook request that I vote for her sister because her sister's doing a cooking competition or like a recipe competition on Facebook. So, I mean, I went and voted for her sister. 2 hours later, she purchased $120 from me. So, I mean, it just shows that it's not just, you're not selling anything, you're becoming their friend. And it's not fake. I mean, I wasn't fake by any means. Like, I actually really liked all the girls that I chatted with. I mean, it was just, I mean, Sherry Brown says it really good. Like, we're not salesy. We sell, but we're not salesy. We're not trying to sell. We're just sharing, which sounds ridiculous, but it really works. And then, so the next thing that I did, so I messaged everybody in that party as well, which I'm afraid Facebook's going to shut me off one of these days, because I was like at 200 and something messages, and I started having to like pick, okay, how many watches are in this picture before it would let me send a message. So I don't know what's up with that. So I'm gonna have to be really careful about that next time. So maybe I won't send quite as much messages on the next party, because I mean, my friend invited 220 people to her party, and that's a lot of messages. So, but I mean, it's just, I mean, if somebody likes something, immediately message them and be like, hey, have you heard about the product? You know, you don't have to be like, hey, buy this, or here's my link. Like, it's more like, hey, have you heard about Younique before? Or hey, have you heard about, you know, the 3D mascara? Or, you know, what do I have out there that like interests you? Or anything like that. Or can I help you with anything? I mean, do you need help picking a color? Which I'm sure you guys do that. I'm not saying nobody does that. I'm just saying this is what I did. Let's see. So I already went over everywhere. I hand out like catalogs. I did buy the catalogs, and I staple my business cards to the front of them because I don't have one of those nifty little stamps to stamp the back of it, so I just staple my business cards to the front. And then I take with me order forms everywhere. Like there's a printable for that. And so, I mean, I can hand them a catalog while I'm sitting there waiting. Like this happened to Vision Therapy. I was sitting there waiting for my son, and I handed them the catalogs. They filled out their order forms. I took the order forms, placed a bulk order, which I'm not sure if we're supposed to do that, but I do it so that they don't have to pay shipping, because some people were just buying a lip stain or the mascara. And so I would take their order, they would pay me through PayPal, and then I delivered it to them. I mean, I go there twice a week, so to me that wasn't a big deal. And then the other thing is Younique is an obsession. I am obsessed. I don't do this like a part-time job. I mean, I do this like a 40-hour-a-week job. I'm constantly on my computer. I mean, I'm still a mom. I homeschool, and so those are my first priorities. But when we're not doing anything, or when I have my downtime, like I'm on my computer. I'm on my computer super late at night. I'm messaging people. I mean, I have my biggest sales are 11:30 to 1 o'clock in the morning. That's because their husbands go to bed and like they don't know they're shopping, and so then they come and spend like a ton of money with me because I sit there and chit chat with them. And so, I mean, if you guys are thinking, oh, you know, everybody's going to bed, it's like 8 or 9, 10 o'clock. Nope, they're not. They're going to be up buying from you if you're up chatting with them. And then the other thing that I did was I asked my husband for a lot of help, especially the past couple of weeks. I mean, I'll ask him, okay, I made all these thank you notes. Can you please go take these to the post office and mail them for me? Or, hey, I really need to like watch these videos and like learn this stuff. So can you take care of the kids tonight and give them a bath? Or would you mind going and picking up like dinner at Whole Foods and bringing it home, and like that way I don't have to cook? Can you do the dishes? Can you do this or that? Which thankfully my husband is like gung-ho, like got my back, super happy that I'm doing this. Because I mean, we don't have a lot of options, because I mean, I am a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool. I do all those things, and I don't want to leave my kids and like get a normal 9-to-5 job. I want something that I can do from home and take care of them. And so, plus this is fun for like my daughter. She's 4, and I do videos with her like for the lip stain. Like she was in my video for lip stain, and I mean, I sold probably 6 lip stains because of her, because people thought she was super cute. So, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, I'm not like I'm professional, but I'm not like professional. Like, I mean, I'm a family. Like, if I want to put my kids in a video to like do whatever with, like, I'm gonna do that. Let's see if there's anything else on my list. No, that was it. I guess like just my biggest thing was I did training, and then more training, and I watched videos, and I read everybody's blogs. Like I did all of that. I waited for my kit, which goes against what they say to do, but I mean, I wasn't about to try to sell something I had never even tried. I had never tried Younique makeup. Never in my life. I had heard of it, but I had never tried it. And so, I mean, I wanted to make sure that I liked it before I tried to sell it to my friends. And so when I got it in and realized I liked it, I started making my videos and started posting, you know, for my party and things like that. But the other thing was that I was just super, super personable. I mean, and I called on in my launch party, I called on my family and I said, I need your help. I said, I want to make this business successful. And my why is because I want to move back to Montana and get out of Texas. And people are going to be like, oh, you hate Texas. No, but I love Montana, and that's where I've always wanted to raise my kids. But I mean, my husband's an engineer and he works in oil and gas, and there's just nothing up there like that for him. I mean, we live in Houston, Texas. That's the hub of oil and gas. And so my why is because I want to go back there. I want to be able to give him the opportunity that he wants to start his own firm, so that I can go, you know, and do my thing and like support us while he does that. So, I mean, I keep like jabbering on, but that's basically what I did. If you have any questions or you're unsure about anything I said, feel free to like message me or whatever. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Ciao, ciao.